I'm Geoff from GC2 Photo Club, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Lightroom's collections to organise your photos. But first, let's go to the computer. Okay, so we have Lightroom open and we're in the Library module. In the Library module, on the left hand side, is where the links to your images are listed in the Library Catalogue panel at the top here. Below this are the folders that your images are divided into. That's these here. It is important to have a well-named and structured folder system that isn't moved and changed outside of Lightroom. If that happens, you will lose the links to your image files or photos. However, folders have their drawbacks. For instance, a master image file or photo can only be in one folder at a time. Putting your photos into collections is a much better way to arrange them and keep track of them. The Collections panel is below the Folders panel on the left hand side of the Library module. Down here. If it is collapsed, click on the little downward facing triangle to the left of the word Collections to expand it. That's this one here. Collapse and expand. There are many reasons to organise your images into collections. Some of them are: you can have the same photo in different collections. For instance, you might have a photo of the Tower of London and it could be in a collection called Castles, another collection called London Photos, and another called Days Out, all grouped together with other images that fit those descriptions. This open folder here has photos that are listed in different collections. This photo I have selected here is in Night Photography Pick, as you can see here, and it's also in Bell Towers, as you can see here. If you move a photo in or out of a collection, it does not change where it is contained on your hard disk, so you cannot lose your links to it by moving it to or deleting it from a collection. To remove a photo from a collection does not delete it from your disk or change the folder it is contained in. Let's change to a different collection to see how you can manage the order of images in the grid view. As you can see, I can drag and drop an image into a different position. I can also do this in the film strip here. Let's return to our previous collection. If you want to create a new collection to put a group of images into, click on the plus icon to the right of the word collection. That's this one here. If you hover your cursor over it, it will read New Collection, like so. When you click on the icon, a dialog box appears. Click on Create Collection. You can then give your collection a name, as we will here. We'll just call it Geoff's Test. If you have already selected the images for the collection, click on the box Include Selected Photos here. Or if you want to make it the target collection, click on Set as Target Collection. I will explain about the target collection later. When you click on the word Create, the new collection will appear in the Collections panel with the number of images it contains. Click here, and if you look over here, Geoff's Test has now appeared in the Collections panel, and at the moment it doesn't contain any images. Another method to create a new collection is to click on the word Library at the top of your screen and then on New Collection. However, I prefer the method that I just showed you. The easiest way to add more photos to any collection is to drag the file or photo from the grid view thumbnail or the film strip directly onto the collection's name strip in the Collections panel, like so. And drag one from the film strip, like so. You will see that the number has changed to confirm that those two images have been added. You can also right click on the collection's name strip to add any selected image or make any other changes you require from the pop-up dialog box here. To see any collection a photo is in, click on the collection icon in the grid view, that's this one here, and you will see that this photograph is in two collections, Night Photography Pick and Video Photos. Click on this one here and you will see that it is in three collections: Light Trails, Night Photography Pick and Video Photos. and this one here is in bell towers, night photography pic and video photos. To view any of those collections, just click on the name and you'll see that we've gone to the collection called bell towers. Let's go to a different collection again. Click on light trails and you will see all the images that are in that collection, and we'll go back now to the bigger collection. As you can see, these images were all contained in one folder but are in several collections. So far I have been talking about common or garden collections, or regular collections if you prefer. Those are actually my terms, Adobe just calls them collections. There are two other types of collections, the quick collection and smart collections. You can also nominate a collection as the target collection. I'll explain what that means later on in the video. Let's first talk about the quick collection. This is one of my favourite features in Lightroom, and I use this to sort through my images after import, to sort the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. The quick collection is a temporary collection that you can use to put your images into before converting it to a regular collection. You access the quick collection from the catalogue panel, not the collections panel. So we'll go up here to the catalogue panel and you can see here the quick collection. Unlike regular collections, there is only one quick collection. The quick collection is the default target collection, signified by a plus icon next to the word quick collection. That's this plus icon here. If you press the B key, the keyboard shortcut for the target collection, any selected photo or photos will be added to the target collection. You can also drag and drop a photo into the target collection as with a regular collection. Let me demonstrate how you can add photos to the target, or in this case quick collection. First of all, let's open a folder. We'll open this one again. If I select any photograph, such as this one, and then press the B key shortcut, you'll see that it's been added to the quick collection, which, as you can see, is also the target collection here. I can also drag and drop any image into this quick collection, and as you can see, those two images have been added. You can make any collection the target collection by right clicking on the collection's name in the collections panel and clicking on Set as Target Collection from the pop-up dialog box. Let me show you how. Right click here and Set as Target Collection. This is now our target collection, and if I select any image like so and press the B key, that image will be added to our target collection. As you can see, the number's gone from 13 to 14. If I press the B key again, it will be removed from the collection. I can also add an image by dragging and dropping. Let's reset the quick collection as our target collection by right clicking and setting as target collection. As you can see, the quick collection is now back to being the target collection. I personally like to use the quick collection to do my first rough pick from any imported photos. Make sure that it's set as the target collection first, of course. If you have imported your images into grid view, you can cycle through them by selecting the first one here, then clicking the right keyboard arrow to move to the next image, like so. Or click on the right facing arrow in the toolbar at the bottom. That's this one here, to move to the next image. If I want to keep an image for a new collection that I'm going to work on, I press the B key on my keyboard and it goes into the quick collection, like so. If I don't want to put it in my new collection, I just press the right arrow on the keyboard and move to the next image, or click on the right facing arrow here in the toolbar. This will move me on to the next image, and again onto the next image. If I require that one, I'll press the B key and that will be added to my quick collection. This means that I can cycle through all my photos just using two fingers on the keyboard to select the photos that I want to save as a collection later to process in the develop module. I just press the right arrow to move to the next image, and the B key to put it in my collection if required, or not, as the case may be. If I require that image in my collection, press the B key, and so on and so forth as you cycle through your images. Notice that the images that I have put into the quick collection have now got this little icon here signifying that the photo is in the quick collection. This method doesn't suit everybody's workflow, but it is very quick and efficient. I also use this method to choose a smaller selection from a finished collection, such as a full wedding, which I can then put on Facebook or as a first taster to show the bride. Once I have made my choices, I right click on the word Quick Collection in the Catalogue panel over here. Then in the pop-up box, name my new regular collection. I'll call this Geoff's Test 3. Then click on the Clear Quick Collection After Saving box to empty the quick collection for next time. Then click Save, and you'll see that our quick collection has now been emptied, signified by the 0 here. And down in our Collections panel, you'll see Geoff's Test 3. If I click on there, you'll see the 5 images that I've selected by pressing the B key. If you wish to delete any collection, just right click on its name here. In this case I'm going to delete Geoff's Test 2, and just click on Delete. This box will appear telling you that this collection contains 2 photos, reminding you that they will remain in your catalogue and may still be referenced in other collections. Just click Delete here to delete them, and you'll notice that that collection, Geoff's Test 2, has disappeared. Let's delete this one here as well, Geoff's Test. Just click on Delete, and here just click Delete, and you'll see that Geoff's Test has disappeared too. Note that if you delete a collection from Lightroom, you're only actually deleting the collection, not the files or photos. These photos will remain in any other collection you have, and also in your folder and on your hard disk. The other type of collection is a smart collection. This is a very useful feature if you want to automate your selection process. The Smart Collection contains images that are automatically placed into the collection based on information they contain in their metadata. If you import an image or images that meet your chosen criteria, they will be added to the relevant collection on import. This criteria can include things such as a rating, a keyword or colour, or a combination of several options. To create a Smart Collection, click on Library, New Smart Collection. A pop-up dialog box appears, allowing you to choose your options to select images for the new Smart Collection. For example, at the moment we've got label Colour is Red. If we click here, we can look at our options. I suggest you browse through these to see how varied they are. When you have finished specifying the criteria, click on the Create button and your new Smart Collection will appear in the Collections panel containing all the images that meet that criteria. As you add more images to your computer's hard disk or into Lightroom, they will automatically be put into this Smart Collection if they meet the chosen criteria, or when it is applied to an image at a later date. We can also give our collection a name, so I'll click here and call them Red Label. Click Create, and you will see here that over in the Collections panel I now have a Smart Collection called Red Label containing the 2 images that are on my hard disk that have been labelled red. You can also create a Smart Collection by clicking on the plus sign here, Create Smart Collection, and again your dialog box appears. That concludes our look at collections. As you can see, they are very useful for arranging and sorting your images. Hope you found that tutorial useful. Please go to our website GC2photoclub.com for more videos and information. I'm Geoff Cable from GC2 Photo Club. Hope to see you again soon.